Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Voidbound. We are going to do a little bit of work today. Besides our normal rewind, we're actually going to do a little bit of work today. I haven't checked on that forever. What we're going to do today, I'm going to tell you exactly how I'm getting so many resources. Now let me go exactly through what I do have. These are all the resources that I'm actually gathering right now. And so this is basically through an Ender Quarry that is running in the Nether. Now, I have a few upgrades and things like that. We're going to go take a look at the quarry. We're going to check a few things. Right now, tell me... Yeah. So right now, I'm actually positive RF input. So, in other words, my dynamos are making enough for me to use the Ender Quarry through the test rack here. And also input through all my dynamos that are in the back, which I think I've showed you, but let's go check before. Right, check again. So there's all my dynamos that are powering my system. Eventually, when I get enough ore and uranium and yellowite and stuff, I would like to make a big reactor. But with this pack, the big reactors, they require way too much fuel usage. So I gotta make sure I have enough. Let me just show you some of the resources that we're at right now. We're in pretty good shape. Now, the reason that I haven't casted quite as much as I would like to in the recent days is I kind of want to get resources set first, and then we can go ahead and make other stuff that we need. The few things I'm still lacking on is stuff like wood and other food resources and things like that. Iron and gold and everything else I'm basically good on. Copper, gold, iron, lapis... 26,000 redstone. That's going to be plenty. And so the reason I decided to go like this, what was happening is so how do we do this? Let's just start up in the Ender Quarry. So we're going to go to the Nether. We're going to go down here, go to the Nether, and we want to be able to. Why can I not have sound? Why no sound? We want to go look at our Nether Quarry. Go forward. Options, music is out because it's basically down to nothing. That's fine, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we want to go take a look at our Ender Quarry. So let's go up here. We're gonna go back to the spawn portal. That's kind of where we were able to get to the Ender Quarry, and I'll show you exactly how it works. We actually have it on top of the Nether. And the Infinity Pack, it's actually really easy to go down the Nether. You don't have to grow a tree or anything like that. You don't have to do any of that witchery. You literally have to find a way up to beyond the bedrock, which is easy. Just throw a couple of ender pearls and you're there. And then you have to find a hole in the netherrack, in the bedrock, which is really easy. See these trees right here? These trees go below the bedrock and right into the netherrack. There's netherrack right there. It's overgrown netherrack, but that's netherrack. So it's really easy to get down and get up and down above the bedrock here. Alright, let's go look at the quarry. So my quarry right now has 4 components. My quarry has the main quarry, the quarry block itself, which is this little guy. The Ender Quarry. If I right click, you can tell he's currently harvesting. Okay. This is the Tesseract. Tesseract is what brings power from our home power system to here. Wireless power. We don't have to run cables or any weird stuff. Right now, I have a speed 2 upgrade, so this thing go a lot faster. And when I say a lot faster, I mean a lot faster. Let's test this out. So this is the speed it's going right now. Oh, we're getting some of that. Some netherrack. It goes in so quickly and comes out so quickly. Now the reason it goes out so quickly from the ender chest has nothing to do with the Ender Quarry itself. I've put several speed upgrades on the conduits on the other end at the base so that this will fly out quickly. But the reason it's coming in so quickly is because we have the speed 2 upgrade. If I were to say remove this and look at this, see how much slower it's coming in? It's still pretty good for what it is, but it's a lot slower. And then the second I add the speed 2, keep mining. Oh, And then look at that. It flies right through anything that comes in. Quartz, dust, ores, anything. So soon you'll see, I get some ardite ore, I get cobalt, I get iron, I get ferrous, which is really, really important because they got to get some shiny metal. But this is basically the setup of the Ender Quarry. It needs power, and it needs a way to transport the items. Now, what I could have done is I could have used this test track to export the items. I don't really need it to. Don't need it to. Okay, the last part of our Ender Quarry is these little markers right here. These markers are basically tell the Ender Quarry what to look for. So you can see I have a marker all the way down there. It says 0.2. And I have a marker all the way down there at 0.1. 150 by 397. So 150 by basically 400 blocks. In this area, it's going to mine it out, turn everything to dirt, and then send me all the resources, including the netherrack. The netherrack I get rid of, and there's a few other blocks that I get rid of that I will show you. Let's go back here. That's our Ender Quarry. It's very simple, little heavy on the resources when you get first started, but once the resources are pouring in, I'm right now I can literally do whatever I'd like to do. There's no real stopping me unless I need some certain kind of wood or something, and that type of thing. Spawn portals here. I am going to sometime this week. I really like how the nether brick turned out here. It looks really cool. I might do a little different style on the sides here, but I like the whole tunnel thing eventually. So I'm actually going to do the same thing going down here in a big 3x3 hole. There's going to be a drop and that type of thing. So yeah, let's go down here, eat some chicken, and then what I want to do is we are going to go home, go back to our base, and we're going to check out and see what the Ender Quarry does on the other side, and how I store other resources and stuff it gives me, because in a 24-hour period, it will give me thousands and thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of blocks. It's just amazing what that little guy can do, especially with those speed 2 upgrades. Oh my gosh. Now, it requires a lot of power. It's probably exporting roughly 6 or 7, probably 6,000 RF per tick. That's being used to run that Ender Quarry. That's a lot of power. Alright, we're back home. Initial lag complete. Okay, let's go up here. Okay. So, remember, this is the test rack, the same on the other side. This is the ender chest, same on the other side. Okay, all the stuff's getting transferred in. Is immediately sent via this energy conduit with 11 speed upgrades. This is why it's transferring out so fast. So if I didn't have these, let me pull these out. Look at the stuff start to back up, because it can't transfer it out quickly enough. And it just keeps backing out, and eventually it'll just stop. So let me put these back in. Right there. Oh, no, right there. Okay. Put these back in. And then there they go. They're all being transferred right back out. It'll take a second for it to fully catch up to what we've just done. But by the time... yeah, it's getting there. Okay, so what happens? It travels down the item conduit here into this chest. And you'll notice that where's all the stuff I'm getting? There's only a few items in here. That's because I have some pretty heavy filtering going on. And that's what that is all about. I'll get to that in a second. So let me show you what happens. A lot of the stuff that comes in has to go to the trash. Like, I don't need netherrack. I don't need some like weird bushes or whatever. Let me show you what's in the filter. So anything in this filter right here, I have ash, netherrack, ash clouds, dirt, chunk of flesh, nether sulfur ore. I do not need any more of that. Gravel, sulfur cloud, dirt, and soul sand. All is being sent through this pipe into the trash can and immediately deleted. I just don't need them. There's no point in keeping it around. I don't need them. But everything else is actually going through this little item conduit right here and being sent into this area right here where they are split up and sorted. So I have good resources here and here, and I have not so okay resources here. This is stuff that I don't want to get rid of yet, even though I have mega tons of them. Especially that one. I have 25 stacks of amber ore. I don't need that. But on the flip side, I have 9 diamond ore, and I have stack plus of nether iron ore. Now, one thing I need to do that I just noticed, I need to actually put an item conduit there. That's why it wasn't going in. Okay. The next thing. This is basically what happens with our item conduits. It started in here. I stick it in here, and let's say, okay, I need a little extra. Let's take a stack of redstone and a stack of iron, okay? Then I come back here. Back here is where I process it. I have 2 rows of processing, I guess you could call it. One row does stuff that needs to be smelted, but not smelted again. So in this case, we'll do redstone. Redstone needs to be smelted in order to turn to regular redstone ore, which is right here. And then this redstone ore is then pulverized to actually get me some redstone, which does not need to be processed again, sent through the item conduit into this chest, and then eventually will be sent out to our ME system, which has an import chest, I think, right here is our import chest. So it comes into here, gets imported into here, into, oh, I can't open it. And then we have an ME import bus right there that takes it up to our storage. Let's go back up. Back up, there we go. Okay, that's what happens with one. Then the other is exactly the same thing, just has one more extra step. So in this case, with our, what do we have in here? We had a little iron, didn't we? Is it smelted already? It's smelted already. Okay. So what happens with the iron? The nether iron is brought into these smelteries, and these smelteries basically take it from, just like the redstone did, from nether redstone to regular iron ore. Iron ore is then pulverized, then smelted, turned into iron ingots, which, oh crap, I didn't put them in. Hello. I'm like, why is that not working? Okay, there's the iron. It's transferred into here, smelted into regular iron ore, and each one of these nether iron ores, we get 2 iron ore, 2 regular overworld iron ore, which then is smelted into 2 pulverized iron, and then smelted into for each pulverized you get 1 ingot. So whenever iron ore here, I believe we get 4 ingots out of every nether iron ore. That's a lot. And hence the reason, if I come over into my ME system, I have about 10,000 iron. Because I've mined, through the Ender Quarry, I've got about 250,000 nether iron ore. So it's pretty interesting what the Ender Quarry, the combination of the mods that are in FTB Infinity are really cool. You have the extra utilities Ender Quarry, plus you have the Nether Ores by Core, or the Koff team. They're the same team that makes Thermal Expansion, Mine Factory Reloaded. They also make Nether Ores, and basically Nether Ores is just ores in the Nether. Now there are a few things that I have discovered that are not in the Nether. One of those things, which is not in the Nether, is our Certus Quartz. Our Certus Quartz is not in the Nether. So that's a problem, because we're kind of running low-ish on our Certus Quartz. So, probably here within the next week or so, we will move our Ender Quarry from the Nether to a nice big chunk of the overworld. Probably not near our base, nowhere near spawn. We'll probably go out, oh, this is really high mountain. We'll probably go out all the way down to here. There's a big area probably we could do right there. We could do, as long as it's not near spawn, we're fine. I mean, spawn's right there. We could even do it like back here, which would be nice to get some sand, actually. So we could do it in the desert, we could do it anywhere, and that'll give us nice ores from the overworld, which is something that we really, really, really need. Okay, let's go back upstairs. And basically, the biggest thing that's lacking right now in my base is a good power source. Right now, I do have power, a positive power. I'm not losing power. I'm not really that bad with power. But I don't have as much as I would like. Because I'd love to throw a fortune or another speed upgrade or something else on our Ender Quarry and get it even faster. Not that I could process it faster, but still. That is a possibility. And then, what is that? Oh, draconium ore. Okay. We will work on this probably next... Not next episode, because next episode what we're going to be working on is our ME system for auto-crafting inscribers. And this is a YouTube video that I've only seen one YouTuber do. I haven't seen anybody else do it. So this is hopefully something that will be very, very interesting to you, is to automatically craft inscribers and all the presses and all the chips and all the, you know, the printed silicone, the printed calculation presses, the logic presses, the logic, everything, all of anything that requires the inscriber to autocraft those with your ME system. It's gonna take a lot of work, but I think it's gonna be something that's really gonna be interesting. But we're gonna work on that next time. But I think this is gonna be the end of this episode, guys. I really appreciate your support. Thank you for watching the video. If you did appreciate the video, please give it a thumbs up. And also make sure you send me a question or your comments in the comments below. Really appreciate you guys' support. Thank you very much. Is there anything else I want to cover? I don't think so. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Voidbound. I'm going to try and do more episodes, because I'm kind of in a rut right now. I don't feel the stream, but I want to make content. And I'm doing so much work on the Voidbound server. We're gonna do a little few more episodes, and I hope you guys appreciate or enjoying these episodes. Oh, by the way, 199 stacks of quartz, 512 stacks of quartz, all from my little Ender Quarry. Now this will not appear on the overworld. That is Ender Quarry or Nether Quarry only. So we gotta make sure we have enough, which I'm pretty sure we're gonna have enough. Pretty sure. Okay, guys, that'll do it for me. I don't know what's in there. I think that'll do it for me. Hopefully, eventually, we'll get us a big reactor. That's a lot of uranium. How much uranium do we have? I know we should end it here. I think that's what I have 679 uranium. Let's do this. Let's grab 20. Grab those, and we'll grab some coal. Give me a few more coal. Like that. Okay. What we're gonna do very quickly is we're gonna smelt this little guy. You have a double air. Perfect. Invar. I was trying to get some more magnetic dynamos. Not dominoes. And that's why I was trying to smelt some more Invar. But if it takes some of this uranium, we'll see if we can even triple our output on this. So 8. Oh my gosh, did you see that? Wait. There's 2. Do I get 6 per smelt? Oh my gosh. I put 20 in there and I got 40? That's... I don't know what I was thinking. Okay. So let's do this. Let's take our QED here. We're going to drop in our uranium. And we're going to drop in our coal. And this should... Maybe... This will not work on the uranium. That's so sad. Alright, let's do this then. We will stick it in the pulverizer. Should be able to pulverize to yellorium, which then takes the yellorium and gives me 2 ingots. That's not bad, I guess. It's not as good as I'd hoped. But we are going to need a lot more uranium. I can get rid of that coal now, too. Yeah, we're going to need a lot of I do have the casings made. If I can look up, let's see. REACTE. I do have all the casings made, at least a stack. A little more than a stack of reactor casings made. So technically we have the resources to do it. I just don't have the fuel quite yet. But this is going to be a very large reactor, and it'll most likely be either probably down back here with a ladder or something down here in the corner to the big. It's going to be big. It's going to be really, really big. Here's what else I'm thinking of. I know I should have ended it a little while ago. Blah, blah, blah. Here's what else I'm thinking of. What if we did a sky base? I mean, I love the mountain here, but I'm kind of not jiving because it looks ugly. I want to do a lot of decorating, but at this point, I don't know. I want to do a lot of decorating, but what if we actually moved everything to a sky base? I need to sleep. Hold on. What if we did that? Put everything on sky base to make it look really, really nice. Had rooms for everything. We had like a grand hallway where our spawners were, or on all of our grinders. We had like a central system where the AE could be, and everything like that, and the storage would be. I'm thinking about doing that before. We'd probably do that after the reactor, because I really do need the reactor. And then we just disassemble it and reassemble it up in the base. I have plenty of Resident Ender. That's not a problem. Think about it, guys. I want to hear your comments. Do you want to see a sky base? Take everything here, we move it up to the sky. I'm kind of digging that idea. Let me know in the comments, guys. Thank you. Again, I should have ended this a long time ago. Thank you guys very much for your appreciation and your support. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. We'll see you guys in the next episode of Voidbound. See you later. Goodbye.